Once an action leader, always an action leader.
We built them a structure that could take more, of the children.
I'm very agile, I'm very active, so I don't waste time. When there are issues to be handled, we handle it.
Since its establishment in 2000, ActionAid Nigeria has been at the forefront of advocating for human rights, social justice, and transformative change. A journey of 25 years marked by resilience, impact, and community empowerment. ActionAid Nigeria is a national, non-governmental, non-profit, non-partisan organization and an affiliate member of the ActionAid International Federation, with footprints in over 70 countries across the world.
I was given £500 in cash and a laptop and told, go back to Nigeria and set up Action. Equally important in the logistics side is registering an organization, an international NGO with the government of Nigeria. And you and I know the complexities that involves too. And then put in place, all the both administrative, financial, HR, policy processes, finalizing the discussions that we already were having with the EU before ActionAid even came into the country, to then set up the contracts for the very first project of ActionAid, which was an education project.
Lokacin makarantar tana kazanta ba ta da kyawu, amma yanzu mun samu lokacin muna towa da buhu mun shimfiɗa ana abin ga muna zauna tuwa mu si kura, sai yanzu mun samu dama an gara muna makarantar mu ta yi kyau, an samu na kujeri masu kyau.
2006, when these day newspapers nominated ActionAid Nigeria as one of the NGOs of the year, given the level of work that we have done. Because during my tenure, we not only expanded the work, but we deepened it to the community level. So we expanded what at that time we call Partnership Against Poverty, the PAPS, to more states of the Federation. We increased our advocacy to the national level. So I was on national television almost on a daily basis. We increased the policy propositions that we were making. So the visibility of ActionAid.
For 25 years, ActionAid Nigeria has stood with people living in poverty and exclusion, women, young people, and communities whose voices were once ignored.
Tí wọ́n béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn obìnrin pé kí la fẹ́ tà sọ fún ọ pé a fẹ́ ẹkùn níbi tá a ti fẹ́ mọ̀ fọ epo. A dúpẹ́ pé wọ́n ṣe ẹkùn yẹn fún wa, a dẹ̀ ń lò ó. Wọ́n ṣe oríṣiríṣi nǹkan fún wa, torí pé wọ́n tún gbẹ́ kànga fún wa. Wọ́n tún kọ́ wa bá ti ṣe ń ṣe manure fertilizer lóríṣiríṣi gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣà kọ́ wa. A dúpẹ́ pé a ṣọ́ọ̀tì lára wọn, a jèrè lára ActionAid ni. So ẹkùn tó ń ṣe fún wa, ibẹ̀ la ti ń fọ epo táwọn obìnrin ti ń sell.
We had a number of like 80-something plus women in Enugu State across 20 communities for the very first time being members of traditional councils.
State governments also acknowledged how ActionAid's work transformed their communities.
We have a lot of success with the ActionAid, SEPI, then a lot of this program that they form Small Women Farmers Association of Nigeria. These women, they are very, very active. There's nothing they do in the state now. The commissioner or the governor will even say, especially the commissioner for agri, where is SOFON? Because there are a group of farmers that are really doing very well. It's one thing to teach people, it's another thing to adopt. But these women, They have adopted a lot of technology, and we are very proud of them.
For us in Gombe State, IFAS came to serve as a platform where communities, government agencies, CSOs come together to look at issues collectively. You know, when we were doing intensive community engagement, it was taking right issues to the communities, empowering communities to understand their rights, empowering communities to understand the power play within who influences what, and then empowering communities to even identify ways, innovative ways of addressing their issues. IFAS came as an advanced approach in that it brought together not only people from the communities and also within the metropolitan state, and then having people from different institutions, because we had people from ministries, departments and agencies who came on board to be part of the forum.
From shared values to real impact, ActionAid Nigeria builds systems that put communities first.
I created a structure led by 4 different directorates. The Directorate of Finance, the Directorate of People and Culture, or the HROD is called. We had for the first time, we established the Directorate for Business Development. We wanted to do something very Nigerian specific. And we said, why can't we run a system that people adopt a community? And we call community sponsorship. And then whatever resources we generate, we can invest in healthcare, we can invest in education, we can invest in basic facilities that helped to fight poverty in such locations.
For ActionAid Nigeria, driving change means pushing bold ideas while navigating Nigeria's complex governance realities.
Once there's corruption, there's misappropriation, and then there's the challenge of not being able to fund the services that will influence the citizens' lives, or even influence the other macroeconomic issues that the government wants to focus.
Despite systemic challenges, ActionAid Nigeria tackled urgent social issues head-on.
The other program that was so unique for me, and all of these things were like coming at the beginning of my leadership, for ActionAid Nigeria, is the infanticide project that is stopping the killing of twins, which is happening at the FCT. And so we had to start advocacy programs. There's a pastor that was able to start rescuing these children.
When we bring in a child and the child is not looking for, like one that came in that same 2004, by the time the child came, he had a lot of septic rashes, he was smelling. Why? Because he was placed on the dead body of the mother for 2 days.
We worked with the European Union because the space had become so small. But at the end of the day, we built them a structure that could take more, of the children.
Behind these achievements, the country office faced its own test of strength and leadership.
As I was taking coming in as country director, the dollar tumbled, the naira tumbled, and the naira to a dollar got to 1,000 naira. Like, wow, more than 100%. Staffs were leaving left, right, center. In 2-3 months, I had like 9 resignations. People were going to other organizations, like, what is this? Did I just inherit something? It's a sinking ship. I was like, okay, what do we do? And we're able to come up with a mechanism that we called pegging. If you ask any staff today, one of the biggest things they know about this particular CD is pegging. So they call me Agile CD. I'm very agile, I'm very active. So I don't waste time. When there are issues to be handled, we handle it. When Trump happened to our sector. Some organizations lost 300, 400 staff. Actually, did not lose 1 staff. We're able to, so the resilience we had built over the years came to play.
ActionAid Nigeria's impact does not end at its borders. Its work now informs global development models that inspires partners across the Federation.
We have 759 social movement partners, and we have 605 youth-led organizations that ActionAid works with, and many of them are also in Nigeria. Secondly, ActionAid Nigeria has been instrumental in piloting the agroecological women-led farming models that now shapes how we look at agroecology led by women across the Federation. We've also had innovative approaches to community-led accountability and public finance monitoring that triggered and also cascaded out of Nigeria to other countries. So that's very, very important. Nigeria also runs the largest women's rights program in the federation, the Women's Voice in Leadership. It's a significant one that was championed by ActionAid Nigeria staff themselves. And so this is very, very crucial, and we are very, very proud of this achievement.
However, the journey of ActionAid in Nigeria has not been without challenges.
Back in 2005, there was the Bellevue air crash. And 3 of ActionAid staff were in that crash, and they died. And it was a particularly difficult time for ActionAid as a family, but the partners of ActionAid, including ActionAid International. And it was difficult because there we were just about 5 years old as an organization in Nigeria. And losing 3 key staff, 2 were staff, 1 was partner, but you know how we work with our partners. It was very emotionally challenging.
Over the years, ActionAid Nigeria has earned the trust of donors, paving the way for sustained support.
Participatory review and reflection process that allows the communities to sit down and judge ActionAid and say, you said we are going to do this, you said this. This is our feel about you in terms of your programming, about the impact you said you are going to make, and about the staff that are working. And so when those information comes back, we are then able to use it as an organization and reflect on ourselves. So they've judged us, they judged the top partners, and ActionAid has been able to sack organizations for 50,000. Believe you me, whatever amount of money we have for an investment in a program, it's written on a board. This is the amount that ActionAid has raised for this intervention. This is how much is going to it is. So you are holding us accountable.
ActionAid has done tremendously well, but I think that they also need to consolidate on the things that they have done. And again, that comes sometimes as a result of funding challenges. So they start things and they're not able to see them through because the resources to do them are not there. So hopefully with the build grant, they'll be able to shrink and say these are the things that we are really going to be focusing on, and then see them through over a long period of time.
Encouraged by the trust and resources of the donors, ActionAid Nigeria is setting ambitious goals for the next decade.
We have a new country strategy now, which just was launched last year. So we're looking to do even more. We have a big, hairy, audacious goal of lifting millions out of poverty, helping to lift them out of poverty through various programs over the next 10 years. And we'll be working with partners, because what we want to do is see more and more citizens action against poverty and injustice. That is the theme of this strategy now. And it still links to all the things that we've had before.
As ActionAid Nigeria marks 25 years of impact, tributes and well wishes continue to pour in.
Excited! I'm excited to be the country director celebrating ActionAid at 25. I look forward to being invited to when ActionAid is doing 50.
As a former board chair and a former convener of the General Assembly, I wish to congratulate ActionAid Nigeria for the excellent work they are doing, for how they have reached and impacted on people, for working quietly but impactful. I wish them all the best.
Happy 25th anniversary to ActionAid Nigeria. We wish you more decades to come with increase in salary to all staffs, improved welfare to staff, and more money to ActionAid from the donors. Happy anniversary.